My name is Madhu Kanwar. I'm a financial divorce specialist with Alexia Consulting Inc. I help families going through separation or individuals going through separation getting clarity and understanding of the process. I help them understand what the long-term implications of all the decisions they make will be. So to begin with, I went through a separation on my own, and I'd been a financial planner for 15 years. And I had no clue what happened. I didn't know what hit me. It was like a truck. It seems like when you're going through a separation, your mind is sort of removed from finances. So under normal circumstances, typical people, like you're a couple, you're not going to drop $5,000 to get advice. But when you're going through a separation, every idea that families have about their money and their worth, it's different. It's just like, this needs to be done, and spending 10, 15, 30,000, 40,000 on lawyers, it's the norm. It's not an anomaly. There's a sense of inadequacy, like I don't know, and even if I do see a lawyer, what do I talk about? Like, how much information can you actually get in an hour? You don't even know what questions to ask. You'll ask the very basic, what do I get, what are my rights, what about support, but you don't even know what questions to ask. A lot of times there's such an imbalance within a family. So they've got a husband and a wife, and usually one person's in charge of the money and the other one isn't. Even the ones that do understand everything, they don't know how to navigate through this, because when you're going through the separation, rules are different. And regardless of how smart you are, unless you've gone through it before, you don't know. The toolkit literally explains every item first on its own, and then it puts it together on what it means when you're going through a separation. Someone who doesn't know anything about finances can go through it. So it's literally a series of short 1 to 2 minute videos or short little lessons, and it goes through the process of how do you go through the separation, what all needs to be done. Somebody can go through it and say, well, I have a business, I have no pensions, but I have RSPs and we have some investments. So we just need to pick what we have and then learn about that. And then I'll sort of explain how assets can be divided. And then I'll also give tips, like where can you find free information? How do you budget? Or even something as simple as how do you set your goals even before you start? So in that sense, the toolkit will give you a lot of this information where you're not spending hours just researching on the internet trying to figure out, where do I get this piece, where do I get this piece? And again, the toolkit's not giving legal advice. It's not even giving financial advice. It's just giving you information that then you can use to arm yourself with, just giving you more confidence, giving you more clarity, just as you go through this process. It's for people who are thinking about it and just don't know where to go and who to ask. And instead of getting a lot of conflicting information from family and friends, you're doing this on your own, and you're learning financially what the implications are, depending on the dynamic of what's going on. So if you've got, for example, a lot of issues around, say, guardianship and who's spending how much time with which parent, your lawyers are first going to be focused on trying to get those issues sorted out. But a lot of the times, as you're going through this process, the little financial details might get left out. So the idea is that whether you're going through it already and you're working with a lawyer or you're going to mediate, what you're doing is you're just empowering yourself and saying, okay, well, I know I'm going to do this. Those final decisions are always going to be yours. It's just providing that clarity on what it is that you need, what you require, and also understanding how these decisions will affect not just now, but also your future.